And the Razorbacks will put total leather and will get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They'll leave it with the lone back. Breaks the tackle. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Got the back over the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Takes it from the gun on third down. Fires to the big fella. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll try the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Hard running there. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Got his man quickly. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back, who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands. But the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
And the returner will be brought down. First down for this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
Yeah, so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals, and the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Jackson will throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the ball dribbles out of bounds, and they'll maintain possession, but that's about the only good news for the offense on that play. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
They could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
On the run, still looking. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
And that's the beauty of running play action. Everybody sucks up, plays the run, and you get to slip that tight end down the field with a full head of steam and make a big play.
A little screen to the running back. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back.
Oh, look out! Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
They're going to throw it again. Going for it all. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The Tide will get the 1st down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know.
A shot toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback effectively. Even better, getting him on the ground.
Skips away from pressure. Oh, it's out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll try it again. Runs through the tackle. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Pressure coming. Got his man downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are...
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Razorbacks line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No serve, no moss, get it together.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Now it's 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got to play you practice all week long. That's the...
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back.
There's a live football. A defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like it because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Florida State was able to come away with the victory.
Continues to fight for yards. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
It's a really nice looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, you know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
Caught near the sticks. It's Green. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Quickly to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Swings it out to his running back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Plows through the defense. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a...
Looking for the end zone. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He's got his man. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The aerial assault continues. He's got it. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a 1st down. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Finds his tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. Jackson gonna throw it. Working that left side now. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly. Takes the handoff. It's straight. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
No, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab. It's straight. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try?
Fires deep toward the end zone. What a snag by the defense. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
He's going to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Hill. And he's running in the open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great deep.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he'll reach for a 53-yarder and have to guide it in with precision from the right side. That is no good. All points are important, guys, and that one still leaves you with a 3-possession deficit down by 17. Jackson will throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? Touchdown tie! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The option look. He'll pitch it. Running with power. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away.
Number 12, set to kick it away.
Fair catch called for and made. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Pulls and throws out the RPO. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Tackle is made after the first down.
I got to be honest, guys. I'm a little surprised by the coverage on that play. It's 3rd and short. You can't allow a hitch route to pick up the first down. You've got to have way tighter coverage than that.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Complete to the right. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's straight. They bring him down, and he's gonna lose a yard on that one.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. Just trucks through it. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over.
He's off to the races. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Virginia took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Cavaliers that fired on all cylinders. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
It's complete to the right. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there. It's now a fresh set of downs.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Here on third down, will they go back to the running game? Jackson gonna throw it. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
He's got an open man. They'll mark him down right there. Good pickup, but still a little bit short of the first down.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working. That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. This offense has a second down play. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the big fella.
That's a real good-looking throw in. I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. Running toward the tape. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got him this time.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some.
And the ball's on the ground. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back. Running wide open down the gut of the field. The 20. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. On first down, here comes this offense. Wide out in motion. A quick pass to the left. Dances away from one. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to move it through the air. Going downfield for the big play. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And that's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. So you've come up big. You've forced a 3rd down. One more big stop. Now I can get him to punt the football, give my offense a chance to go down the field and to score some points.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Setting up the screen. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give him a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Got a man.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires into traffic, picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Arkansas! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. East Carolina rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Greenville. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. And initially, he's flushed out of the pocket. Nothing's open. And he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
Defense in that situation just has to know to stay in their lanes. You know, it's hard enough to get this guy down on the ground, but you just can't let him escape. You got to build the fence. You got to build the cage. Keep him in the pocket.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Green. Now he gives him a little more breathing room as he works his way out to the 17.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Big juke to get past.
Well, that time on third and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up fourth.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on third and long. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he drops the throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah.
Going up top. Makes the catch down the right side. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Bama! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. They want to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead.
And makes the score Arkansas 41.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Number 12, set to kick off.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. I don't think the pressure's going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game, down 1 score, got to have it right now. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lindsey. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. He wants to throw. The quick out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's going to run it. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got his man on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Touchdown tie! And here they come, almost all the way back.
Number 17.
It's not over yet. There's still a little bit of time on the clock. Obviously, that score gives you a chance, but man, oh man.
Fires and picked off. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. Only 14 seconds to play. The hands team on the field, and it'll come down to this onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It came down to the